are going to be working with Play-Doh. Everybody got a recipe for Play-Doh. If the child wants to learn how to make it by hand, that would be great. Otherwise, you can just buy some. So here are all the materials you're going to be using for all of these different activities. First of all, as usual, you're going to want to put some newspaper down on the table in front of you. They should have lots of room. Okay, so one thing I did was I took just a blank sheet of paper and I put it in a sheet protector, and that is a really good non-stick surface for them to do their work. They will also be needing a rolling pin, various other utensils. They are going to need either their gems, their little gems that they got, or their glass blobs. They're going to need a paper cup like this. They're going to need their dice. They're going to need their toothpicks. They are going to need some letters or numbers from the magnetic letters and numbers set. They are going to need a pen with a nice big cap, opening of this cap. That's what they're going to be using for that. And finally, they're going to be using their 10 frame kit. And last but not least, they're going to need one of their skewers and a straw, or a half a straw if they've already cut one of those from their earlier activities. So let's start with the feel and find activity and counting. So what they're going to do is you're going to take about this much of their Play-Doh, and you're going to be putting, I'm going to use my glass blobs. I'm going to put 10 of them, and I'm going to squeeze them into the ball of Play-Doh. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now you're just going to mix it and squeeze it until they're all inside the ball of Play-Doh. And they are going to feel and find and take them out. So let's see if I can find my glass blobs or gems. There's one. Can they find the others? These are all excellent for precision, zipping, buttoning, scissors. This is all very good for hand strength and, of course, handwriting and other functional daily tasks. So they are working with their fingers in the clay, and they're taking in their Play-Doh and taking out all the blobs that they can find. Okay, so that's the feel and find and counting challenge. All right, so that is one thing they're gonna be doing. The next thing they're going to do is they're going to be doing pound and count. So you're going to take your Play-Doh and you're going to put it on the mat like this, and they are going to be using a utensil to count. And first, they're going to start with a die, and they're going to roll the dice. And let's see what number they get. All right, 3. So they're going to use their utensil to pound, and this is really good for the proprioceptive system and a great way for them to be using their muscles to remember what the numbers mean. So I rolled 3, and I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. And they'll be able to see a little imprint on their Play-Doh. So you're going to roll the dice again. And I got 5, so I'm going to make 5 pounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm sitting down right now, but one thing that's great for them is that they can be standing up in front of their table, in front of their Play-Doh, and they can be using their upper bodies to do their work as well. So that is the roll the dice and pound and count game. Now, here's the next thing you're going to do with your Play-Doh. They're going to either spread it out like this, or they're going to use their rolling pin, and they're going to roll out a nice big flat place like this. Now I still have my glass blobs in here, but they'll have those all removed by this time. And they're going to take their cup and they're going to make a circle. They're going to push down, push and twist. And there's their first pancake. So they're going to put the pancake on a cookie sheet. You're going to do this for 5 of them. 1, push down and twist. Here's another pancake. Push and twist. They're going to be wanting to stand up for this part. Push and twist. There's their third one. Push and twist. There's their fourth one. And they're going to have to they might have to remake it into another ball and keep going. Flatten it out again to make another one. I'm only doing 5, but you can continue on with more Play-Doh and make 10, but I'll show you what we're doing first. So you've got your 5 pancakes like this. And they are going to take the lid of their pen, like a nice marker would do, and they're going to take this pen, they're going to take the lid like this, and they're going to push down on one of the pancakes, twist, and there's one. Now you're going to help them. You're going to take one of their toothpicks, and they're going to make a 1. So 1 with 1 out. Now they're going to take their toothpick now and they're going to pop it inside there, and they're going to take out the little blob that was in the cap. They're going to take that out, make a teeny little ball, and put it in the middle. So now they're going to make one for 2. So they're going to push 1, pop it out with the toothpick, and they're going to make a little ball, and they're going to put another one, push down, twist, lift up, and make their little ball, and they're going to have 2. So now this is what the 2 is going to look like. You're going to take the toothpick and you're going to help them make a 2. So now you have 1, 2, and you're going to keep going. You're going to put the little balls in the center, and you're going to do 3 now. 1, push it out. 2, push it out with the toothpick. And 3. And they're going to take these little pieces from the cap and roll them into tiny little balls and put them in the center, like this. And then they're going to make a 3 with their toothpick. You can help them. And you're going to keep going like that. And then the game is to count 1 And then they're gonna put it right in the little center and squeeze it like that. Oops. And then for 2, they're gonna put 2 of them in, 1, squeeze, 2, squeeze, and it fills up the hole. And that is a wonderful counting game called pancake counting. All right. So that is another great counting activity. Let's see, the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna flatten your Play-Doh out again. Now you may do just 1 or 2 of these, but I'm just gonna show you all the activities so that you can choose 1 or 2 to do with them. So the next one is they're gonna be squeezing this flat. They're either going to do this with their hands, using that upper body, standing up, or they're using their rolling pin to roll it out flat. And you're going to use your magnetic letters or numbers. You're going to take the side that is the solid side, not the magnet side, and you're going to push. Actually, I'm sorry, you're going to put the magnet side down, and you're going to push, and you're going to make some letters. I'm making U. I'm making G. I'm making M. Or they can do their name, and they're looking at their letters and numbers by imprinting them on the Play-Doh. Now, this is a good chance to take out any of the utensils that you want to try. So I'm going to roll out my Play-Doh again, and I'm going to use my pizza cutter, and I'm going to roll. There we go, and you're going to make some cuts with your pizza cutter. And look at that. It's a piece of pizza. Also, you can try this. You can try making different designs with the different utensils. Push, push, push. All great for proprioceptive stuff. Input in the body. Push. They can have different imprints. You can use a potato masher. You can use all kinds of different utensils. Here's another fun one you can do. If you have one of these lemon squeezers, you're going to put a little bit in, and you're going to squeeze. Look at that. You can do some squeezing with your lemon squeezer. So whatever utensils you find, forks, spoons, knives, butter knives for cutting, and that'll keep them busy for quite a while. Now they're going to be practicing. Another activity is to just take a little ball like this, about this big, and they're going to be making a snake. Long, skinny snake. So they can do it either with their hands like this or out in front of them. And they're going to be making 10 snakes or worms, 10 worms. And they're going to be rolling and making worms. And then they can make 10 worms. They could also make 10 little round blobs like this. And you can also take a butter knife with one of the worms and cut out 10 pieces. So I don't have a butter knife with me right now, but with the butter knife, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and to 10. All right. Now we're going to try another activity, and we're going to take our ball of Play-Doh, and they are going to use their toothpicks now to do another counting game. And we're going to challenge them to put in 10 toothpicks on their ball of clay. There's 1, 2, 3, and so on. They can also use their straws. They did something very similar to this last week. So you can have them practice pushing in the toothpicks and counting like that. Now the last thing we're going to do is we're going to be making a visual tracker. Now the cool thing about this is that they can use this tool for number lines and for decoding CVC words. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a visual tracker by doing this. You're going to take your straw. I have some half straws and little piece of straws from last week when we did some of these other activities. So you're just going to need a little piece of straw. You're going to need your scissors, and you are going to need a skewer and a little bit of Play-Doh. And I am looking for my scissors. Let me see. So you're going to need straws, a little bit of Play-Doh, a tracker, and some scissors. And they are going to take one of their straws, and they're just going to cut a little piece, just about an inch, for their visual tracker. They're going to take this, they're going to be putting it right on their skewer like this, and then they're going to take their 2 little blobs of Play-Doh on each end, one on each side, and they have a little visual tracker toy. This is excellent for them to be following the straw back and forth. It's a little toy for them, and they can use this as a number line. So they can have their number line, and they can be using their hands to track the numbers. So you'll have your yardstick number line or your dry erase number line, and you can have them push to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they can also use their visual tracker to help them with reading. So I'm going to make this word. I'm going to make t, rat. And they're going to use their visual tracker to start with the R, t, rat. Okay, so this is a great way for them to be using their hands in order to internalize the material. So we'll be having them use their visual trackers for a few activities coming up. All right, so that is the Play-Doh activities for now, and I hope you enjoy. Good luck.